right, day 40, back on the trail. We just left West Yellowstone. Slight change of plans. We originally had talked about hitching back out of town up to Targhee Pass where we got dropped off. But what we decided to do is we're just gonna hike out of town because there's a ton of road construction. It's taking people forever to get out of town. And being more of a touristy town didn't seem like our luck of getting hitches might be really high, especially since everybody's going into the park and not away from it this morning. So we came out, we got a cool little trail that we're on right now, which will take us right back up to the red line. It's pretty much about the same mileage that we were going to be doing. So nothing really changes from that standpoint, just a little different view as we go. But we had a great stay in West Yellowstone. It was nice having some different choices of restaurants and things like that. But at the end, we were definitely ready to get out because of the tourists and all of that. We're kind of little people overload after not really seeing anyone for quite some time. So excited to get into Yellowstone tomorrow. We'll be hitting that, and excited to see what we can show everybody as we go along. Well, right now looks like we're just going to be in a forest without much view for most of this morning. At least we have a little bit of shade. Otherwise, it's getting warm. Okay, since there's really not much to show you today, let's talk about some changes that we've made. Some of you may have already noticed this, but I have a different shirt.
Ooh, so nice.
I know. I really like the Mountain Hardwear one I had, except for the hood. You can even tell just right now how much more room I have on this, which is allowing me to keep the sun hood up even when we're walking uphill without feeling like I'm in an oven. With the Mountain Hardwear one, it was really kind of tight fitting, which is great. It keeps it on your head, but it also didn't release a lot of the heat that was coming up from my body. So it just always felt like I was in an oven, especially when we started climbing. So I found this Columbia one, fits great, super light, and the hood is so much more comfortable and actually is keeping me cooler. So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Let's see, other gear change. Double Downs duck pack that we would put on when it would rain was really, really tight and actually didn't even fit all the way around her pack. So we made a swap. We're gonna move my duck pack over to her. We shipped hers back off home. So we don't need that anymore. So she has a little bit larger one, which will fit around everything really easily. And then what I did is I got a trash compactor bag, put it inside my pack, and anything that I'm concerned about with water, we put down inside of that, and then the food just kind of sits on top. Most everything we have is waterproof bags. If we have anything in there, but it's just a double layer protection. So now if it starts to rain, I don't have to worry about putting anything on my pack. The bag may get wet, but all of the contents inside will not. I think that was about it, right?
Yeah, we sent home some meals.
Yeah, we've been going so much faster than what we anticipated. So our son Max, who's been doing a great job sending us all of our resupplies, we've been basing it off of what we thought we were gonna do, but we've been motivated by towns and good trail, so it makes it a little bit easier to get into town. And when that happens, we were just backing up and we were carrying all these extra meals with us.
Or throwing them or giving away. Or...
Yeah, so shipped a bunch of those home.
So he gets to send them back.
Yeah.
At some point.
So, but that's kind of the latest gear up. I got a couple just arch supports just to kind of add some cushioning to my shoes, which feels great today. So,
Yeah.
things are good. We're getting closer to Yellowstone. Definitely be there tomorrow. The one state we just can't seem to shake. Idaho. Hopefully, well, by tomorrow we will have finished Montana and Idaho.
And Idaho.
Both of them. But yeah, ever since leaving Darby and heading down to Lador, we've been right on the border of Montana and Idaho, hopscotching back and forth all the way down. Still doing it. Okay, we are officially back on the CDT after doing our little side trip version of a trail road walk to get back up here from West Yellowstone. The sign says it's 15 miles down to West Yellowstone. It might be the outer edges of it, but to our hotel is definitely about 17 and a half. So we are back on what some people will call the red line. The red line is referred to on the CDT based off of the Far Out app that we use. This app is the one that we use for sources on water, camping, trail junctions, everything like that. So there are many routes or alternatives people can take on the CDT. The main line, or just the true CDT path, is red on the Far Out app. So everybody refers to that as the red line. And you may see blue lines coming off of it, which are alternates, purple, things like that. So just wanted to clear that up just in case people didn't know and they heard people talking about a red line. That's kind of what we're talking about. Okay, so we got to camp. On the other side of the road is a pond. That's where we had to go get our water. Now, the pond's been sitting there for a little bit, so we more have tea than we do have crystal clear water. So what we're gonna do to kind of help out with that a little bit, so I can probably put that down, is we're gonna take a towel and we're gonna run the water through the towel into an empty bag, and then we'll filter that with the filter so we don't try to clog up our filter too much with all the tannins and other stuff in the water. But you know, when you don't have a choice of water source,
Has nothing to do with making it taste better for us. Has everything to do with not clogging the filter.
yes, but it's one of those ones like beggars can't be choosers when it comes to water. So you can see this is kind of a slow process.
Does it look any better? Yes, once again. Yeah, on cue, thunder. But this time we're tucked in, we have the tent up. All we have to do is hang the bear bags and we can jump on in and get cleaned up. But has it not rained like more days on this trip for us than it ever even came close to doing on the PCT? But look over here. It's beautiful over here.
You may be serenaded tonight.